How's it going, everyone? Back with another video today. Just wanted to do a quick update on the topic that I've been thinking about for the last couple days. I've been absolutely overwhelmed with work. We haven't been shooting the last few days, but I'm so backed up with editing and just getting everything together into galleries for our clients that I just have basically been keeping my head down and just working the last couple of days. But I've been thinking about this the whole time. First off, little house cleaning. Thank you so much to all my new subscribers, everybody who's been mailing in, asking questions, writing comments, all that stuff. Really appreciate it. And everybody who's subscribed to the podcast, you guys have actually been listening, and thank you so much for that. We've gotten some really cool guests lined up. We've gotten Mick Millman for tomorrow. We're going to have him on the show, and then I also have a special guest lined up after that next week, so you guys can stay tuned for the announcement. But it's somebody that I'm really psyched to have on. So today's going to be a quick video, but I just wanted to talk about one of these major decisions that Sarah and I have made in our workflows, and it's that we're going to be completely switching over to the Nikon S line of lenses, okay, for our Z systems. We're going to sell all of our F-mount lenses, and we're going to completely switch over to the Z-mount lenses S line as soon as they're released. We have the 85 on order. The 24 is going to be after that. 70 to 200 hopefully will be. I just read that there's a little bit of a delay with it, but hopefully by like Q1 of 2020 it'll be out. But as these new lenses are released, we're going to be swapping them out and replacing in our gear, in our our wedding bag of gear. We're going to be swapping over to the S line. And I just wanted to kind of like touch on it for you guys because I'm still getting a lot of questions about, are the S lenses good lenses? Should you buy them? People are kind of like in this limbo phase where they're still listening to the information that came out right at the beginning of the entrance of the Z line, and it got trashed in the beginning before anybody had ever even used it. Like a couple people got their hands on it and they went out for like 1 or 2 shoots and they started trashing it. That is not how I ever would review any type of gear. The reason why I think my channel is gaining popularity is because you guys are listening to somebody who's actually out there doing the job professionally as their #1 source of income and testing it out that way, not just buying it and doing a quick review just for YouTube. I mean, that's what type of value does that bring to you guys when you're actually trying to get the right gear for you and find out the right information? So a lot of people have been emailing me and saying like, listen, are they good? Like, what's your experience with them? And I'm here to tell you guys that if anybody says the S lenses suck, shut them off. Do not listen to them. The S line of lenses are absolutely phenomenal. No, they do not look like old school screwdrive D lenses that are made out of metal and made in Japan. No, they do not look like G lenses that are, big and heavy and, big pieces of glass on them and stuff like that. It's a new type of system, guys. What we're witnessing here is the evolution into a different type of system, and I'm here to tell you that they're phenomenal. Me and Sarah, what we want is to decrease anything that impedes us from being in the atmosphere of our clients and getting good candid shots and being immersed in the moment. And the biggest appeal, honestly, I mean, I'm going to talk about a few different angles here, but the biggest appeal is the portability and the speed of them. Because they're so small, they're so compact, they're so light, and they're so balanced on the Z system that it just makes everything easier. The bags are lighter. It's after, I'm telling you what, like if you guys haven't done weddings, or even if you have, you know what I'm talking about. Having a big ass, a camera with a big ass lens on it, hanging off your side, and then one off your neck strap or the double straps, however you have them. But if you have cameras hanging off you with heavy lenses all day in a wedding and you're running around in your feet, you can feel it by the end of the day. And it's less easy to maneuver. I mean, as you guys progress out through your wedding business and as event photographers or anything like that, you want to be as incognito as possible. Yes, there's times where you're going to be the center of attention, but you want to be able to just float around and have as little impediments to you getting a natural shot as possible. And so for me and Sarah, that means minimalism, reducing the gear. Anything that makes it faster and more light and easier to just maneuver around is better for us. So I would not take that benefit at the expense of image quality though. And that's where the S lens is my next point with the S lenses, is the image quality of them is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I don't, if anybody says that they're bad lenses and they're producing bad images, what the fuck are you talking about? Honestly, like the 35 1.8 that I use is giving me better image results than the 35 1.4 G lens that I owned. And that's like a $1,800 lens. I mean, it's probably not $1,800, but it was $1,800 when I bought it. And it's a better lens, the S lens. It's absolutely, all the S lenses are silent focusing, 100% silent. You cannot hear them focusing. That's phenomenal. They are weather sealed and dust sealed, okay? They're small, they're light, and they're compact. So I don't understand why anybody wouldn't want to switch to these, because it feels like a whole new system, and it feels like things are getting out of your way more. Like ever since I've switched, that's one of the best things about switching over to the Z6 and then pairing it with the S lenses, is it just feels like more things are out of my way and I can focus on what's more important, which is the composition, being in the moment, you know, understanding where my lightings come from, and all those blend of things that should be subconscious. Now it's even easier because the gear isn't in my way. You know, guys, I think that, or actually before I go on to that, the last point is autofocus. If you're using the Z cameras, the autofocus with the S lenses is unbelievable. It's phenomenal. It snaps right in. Even in low light, the focusing is absolutely unbelievable. I have all the cameras updated to 2.01 firmware. The IAF got a lot better, and the face tracking got a lot better, and the low light autofocusing got a hell of a lot better. So it's, you know, using G lenses on with the adapter is still good. You know, I still have the 70-200 FL and the 58-1.4. I use those on the adapter, and they still work fine, but there's a noticeable difference with the S lenses. They just blend and work perfectly well together. So those are the reasons why we're switching over, but I just want to leave you guys with this. If you guys are the types of photographers that really think that your gear has something to do with, you know, if it has something to do with it creating compelling images, then I'm sorry, but you're not going to be able to compete as well in this new landscape. You have to understand that the cameras are getting better, they're getting smarter, the focus tracking is getting more intelligent, the lenses are getting sharper, it's getting easier and easier to create good images. But that doesn't mean that everybody's going to be a photographer. Only the cream is going to continue rising to the top. People who can actually make compelling images through composition, through connecting and picking up emotional, real moments. It's not going to come through, you know, having any type of like special lens or, you know, crazy like gear setup. Like those things are not the things that are going to make you separate from the crowd of other photographers that are out there. So I think that we should embrace the minimalist style, use things that are quality, that are easier to get out of our way, so we can really focus on the craft and creating good images. I just hope that you guys really listen to that message, because that's what I'm all about. I'm about simplifying and you know, I'm definitely about saving money, and that's why I kind of like went back and forth on switching over to the S lenses completely, because obviously that's going to be a significant cost for us, but the benefit is outweighing the cost. For a professional business, for us, all the benefits and the future of it are definitely worth it. So, are you guys using the S lenses? Let me know. I mean, I know this is just an opinion. Everybody, I'm not saying that G lenses suck, or, you know, I'm not saying the G lenses suck, but what I'm saying is, for us, these are the reasons why it's worth it for us to switch. And, you know, I think it's smart, honestly, especially if you're on the Z system. So let me know if you guys are using them. What have your results been with the S lenses? Because mine so far have been nothing but stellar. And with every single firmware update, it just keeps getting better. It really does. So I'm selling the Sigmas. I'm selling the 70-200 FL once the 70-200 S comes out. Selling the 58. And I'm just going to go with all S lenses as they come out. Let me know what you guys think. Till the next video, guys.